The reason why I'm doing this video is because I didn't see a lot of videos about this, and so the point of me even doing this is just to share, you know, my story to the community of cerclage mommies or second trimester lost mommies or even first trimester lost mommies, whatever the case may be. Just want to share my story. So if there's any questions that I can answer, I'll be more than happy to do that. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Laniqua, and today's video I'm going to be talking about something that it took me so long to come out about. That's because it's really emotional. This is my introduction video for my second pregnancy journey. I am a cerclage mommy this time around. I did experience a second trimester loss last time. And so with this pregnancy, I knew that I was going to have a cerclage. So today I am just a day shy of being 22 weeks. I go to the doctor tomorrow. My week exchanges every Wednesday. So my next appointment is tomorrow. And for tomorrow's appointment, I'm just doing like a quick little checkup appointment. And then the following week is when I get my next ultrasound. So with this pregnancy, because I experienced a loss last time, I was trying again. And believe it or not, it took a lot for me to want to try again. I really thought that I was going to get on birth control and just say, you know, forget it. Like, I'm not trying to be pregnant again just because of how heavy the loss was. But I figured I owe it to myself and I owe it to my baby to not give up because I always wanted to have a baby. So I was actually tracking my ovulation and actually trying for this pregnancy, so I knew exactly when I got pregnant. As expected, everything panned out as I planned, and I was pregnant again. Thank God, because everybody doesn't, you know, unfortunately experience being able to get pregnant back to back. Some people do, and some people just don't. And I was blessed to be pregnant again. So with that, like, I was obviously very happy because I was trying to get pregnant, but it came with a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. And really, not to say the whole pregnancy has been like full of anxiety and, you know, super stressful, but just knowing that I've experienced a loss before, it is this sense of anxiety associated with it. Although, like, I've been making it a point to be really calm and just, you know, focus on the positive and just know that I'm going to meet my baby come May. So with my last loss, I actually didn't get a reason. The doctors weren't able to pinpoint an exact reason why I ended up losing that pregnancy. So it's basically like an assumption that I have an incompetent cervix. So coming into this next pregnancy, my doctor had already told me that we were going to do the cerclage and I was going to be on progesterone pills to try to prevent preterm labor. I ended up getting my cerclage at 13 weeks just because we already knew that I was going to like be a candidate for it because I had a second trimester loss. I was 22 weeks. So imagine me being 22 weeks again right now in this moment, like how much anxiety I should feel. But just, I don't know, I'm surrounded by love right now and I can feel the baby a lot more this time. So it definitely eases a lot of the stress and a lot of the tension that I would feel, you know, otherwise. So I feel really good coming into this 22 weeks. But yeah, I got my cerclage surgery at 13 weeks. It was November the 21st. And I'm going to do another video just detailing what happened with that surgery and how the procedure actually went. But I can happily say that today everything is still intact. The cerclage is in place. I haven't experienced any bleeding, anything crazy like that. So with the cerclage, it's not too many rules. I am supposed to take it easy on myself, of course. The work that I do is very minimal, so I am still working, but it's not too crazy. No sex, no penetration, and a lot of doctors, they don't recommend masturbation either. No orgasms, no nothing. But the main part is the no penetration, just simply because the cerclage cannot handle any type of stimulation from a penis or a dildo or nothing. No insertion at all. Fortunately, I'm not on bed rest. I know a lot of mommies who get emergency cerclages where their cervix is already starting to shorten and they get an emergency cerclage. They absolutely are on complete pelvic rest and complete bed rest. But because mine was like more of a preventative measure and they gave me the option whether I wanted to do the cerclage or not, I'm not on bed rest as of right now. I don't think I mentioned it at first, but yeah, they did give me the option. So he basically said like, your cervix is still long right now. You have the option of just waiting to see if it starts to shorten and then we do a cerclage, and you may not ever need it. Or we do the cerclage, and just in case it is incompetent cervix, you have that safety measure in place. So of course I went ahead and I was like, yeah, whatever happens, I want to have all the measures in place to make sure that this pregnancy is full term. As far as the frequency of how I see my doctors, I see my regular OBGYN once a month. And I think I see my high risk doctor every once a month too, or it might be every 3 weeks. So it feels like I go to the doctor twice a month, compared to like the first pregnancy where I would have just went once a month. And that's probably why they never caught my cervix shortening, because they weren't checking my cervix anyway. Unfortunately, with incompetent cervix, like, you don't know until it happens to you, because you're typically only going to go once a month to the doctor and they're not checking your cervix unless you go to a facility where they do that. It's not going to happen. So it makes me feel a lot better knowing that I go to the doctor more often, and especially when I go to my high risk doctor, I always get an ultrasound just to see the baby. That's comforting for a mom like me with a high risk pregnancy. And also they check my cervix every time, and whew, your girl's been long, okay? My cervix has been really long. Like one time I went in there and it was like 5 centimeters, and what's normal is 3 to 4. So I was really happy. I've been really happy this whole pregnancy, and I have had a few jump scare moments where I've experienced like cramping or just something that doesn't feel right, and I'd be going to like the emergency room because I gotta see what's going on. Like, I'm not letting nothing slide under the radar. Like, if I see anything on my ultrasound results, like extra amniotic fluid, like last time, anything, like, I'm saying something, because we're not gonna be like, oh, we didn't see that. No. So far, like I said, I haven't experienced any shortening of my cervix, thankfully. When I go tomorrow, I'm not going to get my cervix checked again. But the following week when I go, I will get it checked. So I'll do an update video to, you know, let y'all know whether or not it started to shorten or what's going on. After that appointment, I have another ultrasound appointment set for the following week. But I think that if everything goes well for my next appointment where I'm doing my ultrasound and my cervix check, then I think they'll cancel that appointment and move it back. But I'm getting to the point where I'm about to start being seen more frequently anyway. I know I'm about to get ready to take the test for gestational diabetes too. So I know at a certain point I'm going to have to, like, every day, not every day, but twice a week. Damn. I'm going to be getting to the point where I'm going to see my doctor, my regular doctor, twice a month instead of once a month. And I think that that frequency is going to change too with the high risk doctor. But I don't know. I might see the high risk doctor once a month and just see my regular doctor twice a month. I think going to the doctor 4 times a month is going to be crazy. I don't think I'm going to have to do all that. Okay, I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Right, so I think just as a basic introduction to this series that I'm doing about my second pregnancy journey, I think I've basically covered everything. I didn't touch base on the progesterone pills. So with the progesterone pills, with the cerclage, it's just another safety measure just to prevent preterm labor. So the pills are something that I take once a day, nightly, and it's not an oral pill. It's something that you actually place into the vaginal canal every night before bed, and that's gonna, you know, whatever is in the pill that secretes it's basically going to prevent preterm labor. So it delays contractions and just anything that can cause preterm labor. That's something that I have to do every single day for the rest of this pregnancy. And I think that they're going to take the cerclage out at like 37 weeks. So yeah, basically pelvic rest, progesterone pills, and that's gonna be my story. So my next update will be about my cervix when I go to my next appointment. If the frequency of my appointments change, I will mention that too in my next video. And then yeah, anything else that I can think of. If y'all have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Of course, I'll be more than happy to answer anything. If you like the video, like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about my journey with this cerclage, because I know it's gonna be crazy. I'm happy that I finally posted something. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.